Hi guys, how's it going? Matt the Tomato right here. Hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to Colonial Wales. That's right, in Europa Universalis 4. So, Scotland, fabricating claims, excuse me. So, back end of the last episode, we decided that we'd have some fun down here and attempt to colonise this particular province. We just discovered this area over here, and taking a quick look at some of the coastline here, it would appear as though Castile is not too bothered by actually colonising quite heavily down here. But if we can get a staple port along here, we could potentially colonise a bit further down. The French are actually here, so I'm going to imagine that the French are actually going to be... Oh, Bohemia re-elected, okay. The French are going to be kicking around down this way somewhere, but if I take a province... we might be able to attack Portugal. Administrative monarchy in Tuscany, that's quite interesting. Right, and obviously if we could attack Portugal, that'd be quite a nice thing to be able to do. I think I'll just leave those guys there, to be quite honest, and I will come back and dock up over here. Now, of course, because of that, we're therefore going to be potentially looking into increasing our force limit here for Navy, because we're going to need to be able to compete with Portugal and Castile here for naval supremacy. And of course, as Wales, well, as England you could do it, but obviously as Wales, where we spent a lot more time building up, it's been a lot harder. There we go. So now we can see a little bit more of what's going on over this side. Yeah, see, this province is too far away. This province is too far away. This one is just about, I think, within range. It must be so close. It must be literally about 1 or 2 tops. The other thing we have to consider is obviously that's going to be colonial maintenance, and we can't quite afford that at the moment. So, oh yeah, probably because of our colonial range. So actually, we need to get rid of one of these guys. What do we not need so much here? Probably the Diplo, but then the colonial range is important, so we're going to have to get rid of the inflation reduction guy here, because obviously we're going to be spending on a colony here. There we go. Right, so colonialism against Castile and Portugal. There we go. So we can declare colonialism wars against Portugal, and I think that's something that we're going to be attempting to look into at some point. So obviously there's rebels that occupy these provinces, which will never... yeah, there we go. So, as a result, we are probably going to want to... Don't really want to go into a regency, but by the look of our heir here, he's not too bad in terms of age. So let's go ahead and roll this guy. Absolutely woeful. And there may actually be a possibility that these fetishist zealots might actually come down here. And, right, so what is our, I don't know, our, let's have a look. 35 per year, okay, but obviously, it's going to grow by 20 because of the fact that we are, yeah, tropical and all sorts like that. So, as a result, we may want to potentially grab, the next idea over here. Oh no, we still need the merchant. But I'd like to grab the exploration ideas if at all possible. So I might just try to sink some points into the Diplo. So what I'll do is I'll save up the Diplo for the moment, and we'll work with that. So basically we've got the colonialism casus belli here. So Castile obviously will join. So take colony Sierra Leone, which is this particular province because it's next to us, so that we can do it. And we could also declare on Castile, where Burgundy would not join. That's quite interesting. Tuscany and Portugal would both join, and we could go for take colony there as well. So that could be interesting. What I will do, though, is I will absolutely fabricate claims on both of these guys. Interestingly, Castile would take a royal marriage right now, which may actually be worth it, but I'm kind of interested. I'm more interested in actually declaring war against Scotland, releasing the Isles and vassalizing the Isles. I'm more interested in doing that. So, how's about we start to move some troops northbound here? Should probably roll a general as well. Pretty rubbish, but he has got the siege pip, and we like siege. So the truce with Scotland is expiring in September, which is pretty damn close. We've discovered a little bit more of what's going on over here as well, so that's quite interesting. So we're slowly discovering a whole pile of different things here. We know that Congo exists now as well. That's quite interesting. So we'll have to look into some of that. But I think we need to focus on our conquest of the rest of the British Isles here. So Scotland was building a spy network. Let's bring home the guy from France. So the difficulty here is probably likely going to be in that Sweden will most likely join. Yeah, they will. And even Denmark will not join at all here. And obviously Sweden's galleys could potentially be a problem. You're already in a war, though. You're defending. Is that war just been declared? Yeah, that war has just been declared. So Ottomans declare war against Lithuania. So Sweden is likely going to be too busy to really come over and conduct some landings. So yeah, let's go in here against Scotland. I'll wait for a month to tick by as well, so that we can get some at least some sort of garrison here. And as annoying as this might be, yeah, we'll wait a little bit longer. But actually, I'll get some troops here. Yeah, see, the problem is obviously we're now losing money. So ideas. See, taking the extra merchant. Oh, native assimilation, lovely. So we could work towards the global settler increase. That could be quite important. But I like the idea of picking up the exploration ideas and going for that. No, the Renaissance isn't. Not the Renaissance, printing press. Sorry, is not quite there yet. Right, so we'll do a little bit of blockading here and there. Right, so we've at least got some garrison going here. So let's declare war. I'll call him Brittany, I think. Maybe for the Navy, more than anything else. What have we got here? Yeah, more for the Navy. Yeah, let's call him Brittany. So we're going to go for. I'm going to go for Ayrshire. Declare war. I'm going to walk right in here. So we are still with the same technology as Scotland. However, so yeah, Sweden did join the war. We'll see what happens here. So let's go ahead and grab. In fact, I don't even need to do that. I can just fabricate some claims here against Portugal. So there we go. Sierra Leone. Let's get an actual claim there. Stop building spy network. And doesn't really matter here, to be quite honest. But let's go ahead and improve relations with Denmark. They might suddenly turn around and decide they want to join the war. Right. So let's do that and commence the siege over here. Obviously our transport's not quite up to date yet, but our heavies certainly are, so that'll be good. So we can blockade some of this coastline, which will help. We still have a -2 because we don't have a full blockade, so we may... Okay, here comes Brittany. Let's go ahead and move the lights into position then. Let's get a full blockade here. Brittany moving some troops over, that's going to be useful. Is that Alodia? Yeah, Alodia's gone bankrupt again. So what do you got there? 3 transport. In fact, that's just 1 heavy in there. Okay. And Brittany's engaged at the top there. That's quite interesting. Right, so we're still just about... Yeah, just about making money. That's because of spoils of war. Because we're sieging down the capital. So yeah, Brittany could just wander around. In fact, that's really, really helpful, the fact that calling in Brittany there, I think, was a good idea. So we should... There we go. Huge siege won there already. It's coming over this way. So we're going to attempt to... ooh, absolute destruction there. We're going to attempt to release the Isles. That's the one. I was trying to think of the nation. We're going to attempt to release the Isles here. Let's go around this way. So let's go ahead and engage with that transport fleet there. So obviously their transports are probably significantly more advanced than ours, but we have the heavies, and did we lose a ship there? No, Brittany got involved, that's why. Right, we'll dock up here. Really? Okay, I'll trap you over this way then. So yeah, Brittany's got the same idea. We've trapped them over there on island. So move to here, move to here, and move to here. Political crisis. Lose stability or lose legitimacy. We'll lose the legitimacy. That's fine. So obviously Scotland's going to roam around here, but they aren't able to cross back over this way, so that's fine. We'll probably go and occupy Man as well. I think that's going to make sense. Any kind of war score we can get here. Hampshire has converted religion. Great. Right, let's go down here. And we will transfer these guys over to there. See, if Brittany decides to go down there, let's go over this way. Maybe we should try to win some battles as well. So Castile then, we can fabricate 2 claims here. Obviously that's going to annoy them a little bit, but hey-ho. And obviously if they declared against us, then France would join in on our side. So Scotland's building a spy network, blah, 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 blah. Count's feud in Denmark, okay. We're slowly discovering more and more provinces here as well. Alright, obviously Scotland's troops are trapped here on Scotland, on Ireland, sorry, because they can't get across there. Ooh, Sweden has come across here with some ships. Not that that's going to make that much difference. Unless are they dropping troops? No, it doesn't look like it. If they were dropping troops, then that would be a lot more interesting. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm actually going to walk in over here and I'm going to trap you in Desmond. Brilliant. There we go. The engagement is happening here. So Brittany went in, but we should have the numbers here to be all right. Yeah, we got the extra general in there as well, so that helped. There we go. Right, and you are actually running to Desmond, so we will battle you and hopefully stack wipe. Boom, there we go. Total destruction there. Right, and yeah, I guess we'll move to here. Move to Scarborough, so they can still create troops. And then we'll probably just sit and tick on some war score here, to be quite honest. Yeah, bad pretender roll. So it looks like Denmark is actually in quite a bit of trouble here. So obviously, a couple of our provinces being converted is really not ideal. When does the zeal expire? 1587. At the earliest. Hell, that's ages away. Right, we got over there before they were able to create troops, so that's good. Excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and I suppose we can just dock up. Brittany using its fleet to good effect. Actually, let's dock up over on this side. We need to be able to get the heavies in on Scotland. Should that be required. Okay, so at this point then, I'm probably quite safe to be able to mothball our forts. So that's going to save us a bit of money. And basically just going to loot Scarborough. Because Scarborough I'm not going to take, because Scarborough has... Oh, see, the unrest here is quite real. So actually, no, I'm not going to loot. Scarborough is a province that has reformed, and I don't really want to take that. Yeah, the unrest there is actually pretty damn real. So, going to go ahead and just wait here. Probably as soon as some rebels fire, I'll sue for peace. Is likely what we're going to do. Alright, let's move the light ships back around here. So obviously all this time we're losing money as well, which doesn't help. So what can you do? Yeah, it's not brilliant. So obviously Denmark over here. Yeah, you're in a spot of bother. So if we took this now, what would we be able to grab? 160 to 30. Okay, so I would take Ayrshire. So I get them to release the Isles, that nation there. Releasing Gaeldom is probably too much. There's probably a lot too much to go there. And I don't think we'd be able to vassalize Gaeldom. So we could do that. What else? Argyll. The question is... No, the Isles don't have anything on this, so... Just trying to work out what the best deal would be here. We'll take war reparations. Keep your alliance with Sweden, don't care. Probably a whole pile of your cash, actually, would be quite good. But then I'm kind of more interested in provinces, so obviously I'll grab the Isles. So something like that. And then whatever cash we could grab. But I believe we could take more if we just wait. So, yeah, that's probably going to be fine. So we'll just hold out here, and yeah, we should be fine. Could go back to protecting trade, and obviously, maybe not actually, because I'd like to upgrade those ships. Yeah, so no real quarrels there at all, despite the fact that we're a different religion. We should be all right. Technology, admin. I think I will take it now, even though we're going to be doing some coring in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh. So there's several things we can do here. Yeah, we'll take the missionary strength. I don't think I'll take the stability cost modifier, despite the fact that we have good stability already. And basically... The global settler increase is nice and stuff, but... in a certain way, I'm very tempted by trade. I'm so tempted by trade, I really am. It's actually quite nuts. Because obviously, Quest of the New World we don't really need as such. We're starting to discover land here anyway. The extra colonists we can't support at the moment. And so it'd only be the global settler increase that would really benefit us here. So no, some people are probably going to shout at me here, but I'm going to go trade. And... looking at this, do we take the global trade power? I'm quite interested in taking this because obviously, even though Diplotech is a problem, we're getting a tech penalty here at the moment. And I'd like to kind of just wait until we embrace... So I guess that's one of the advantages of having Reformed and Protestant around here and stuff, is that it actually spreads. Yeah, so I'm kind of tempted to just wait for the tech here and instead go for the trade power and stuff. So let's go ahead and take that. I'll take the global trade power. And military, I think we're going to take the technology. Despite the fact that the artillery combat ability will be good and completing quality ideas might be quite nice, but I think I'll take the tech there. Or not. Hang on, let's look at this. You know what? No. See, quality. That extra discipline might be nice. Let's take the combat ability. We also get the unrest, which is not so much. But completing the quality ideas group gives us that discipline, and we can invest in military tech afterwards. So you know what? No, we're just going to sit here and we're going to complete those idea groups. Yeah, going trade, I think, is the way to go. Because we're going to be discovering stuff anyway. And yes, it's nice to get the extra, you know, colonial stuff, but at the same time, we're not overly bothered, you know. It's a nice way to expand, but I've got the foothold here. I can declare the wars against Portugal and Castile now, which is what I wanted. So it's more about declaring wars than actually colonizing. So rather than actually colonizing ourselves, I'd rather fight for them and just nab. So making our enemies spend all the effort and time and money into colonies, and then we'll just try and take them. So I'd rather do that and invest into some ideas. Probably try and invest into the Navy. Well, not probably. We do need to invest into the Navy. Yeah, so the inflation is dropping now to a little bit more respectable level, but then we're going to increase our inflation again because I'm about to take a whole pile of money. So, yeah, I'm quite literally just allowing the war score to tick up here. And then quite a bit more as well. If Sweden decides to come in here at some point, that could be interesting. We'll see whether or not they... No, they won't white peace. So we could go in and drop some landings and stuff, but I'm not too keen on that at the moment. In fact, there are a couple of techs behind, so it might actually be quite interesting to go over there and drop some troops. And obviously with half of Sweden's army probably kicking around down here, might not be the worst idea in the world. Should we go land? Maybe feed Denmark? But then what would we feed Denmark? There's no cause here, it's all claims. So there's no return nations or anything. We'd have to be careful of the rebels. No, I think we'll just sit here. That's fine. There's possible opportunity to do that, though, to go over there and destroy Sweden. Certainly could become a thing. We could take some money as well. And you know what? Let's do it. I'm going to drop troops. Is this an inland sea? No. I'm going to drop troops over here. So Sweden does have a bit of an army over this side, but I'm liking the idea of dropping troops. So let's go ahead and fabricate the second claim over here on Castile's colony. So on the Ivory Coast, we'll stop building a spy network. And then we'll be really cheesy and we'll improve relations. Tender rebels over there as well, that's quite funny. Okay, so yeah, so let's drop some army here. So obviously while Sweden's potentially preoccupied, Initiative monarchy. Scandal at the court. We'll take the corruption and ducat hit. That's fine. We're going to be hopefully. Say that. Hopefully, we're going to be grabbing a pile of money here anyway. Yeah, we're a couple of techs ahead of Sweden as well, so they're likely going to be, unless they have a nice pile of numbers, then they might actually be relatively reluctant to engage, which would be rather cute. Right, so it's actually, no, let's just dock up. There you go. Let's go. And throw in... Oh no, we've already got the... That's the leader in the colonial army, so... Sure, okay, let's do it. And keep that fleet just sitting there. And let's have a little bit of a roam around in Swedish territory here. Perhaps maybe get some ducats. Also increases the war score as well, but we could certainly do some damage to Sweden here. We could siege down Stockholm as well. That could be an interesting move. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll move both cannons over. So I'll move this army in, and then I'll move the cannon over from this stack. Because he's got the siege pip as well. So, ooh, there's a Polish army there. Interesting. Poland still exists. Here it does. It's tiny, but it exists. Right, and then I'm going to grab the cannon from that army and move in there. And then this army... I'm going to try and keep this 6k stack kicking around relatively close. But, yeah. And siege down Stockholm. That'll be really, really good. We could. Ooh, that's actually kind of pointless. Let's go over there, because the fort will just de-siege it again. Let's move northbound here. 6% war score. Nice. Have any rebels risen up in Scotland yet? No, that's good. Okay. Yeah, if we can win Stockholm, we'll probably be able to peace out. Sweden. Oh dear. Where are you going? Run. Because you're probably going to be coming in down here. No, Yamtalands. Where are you going? I think we need to get out of here. Yeah, so you're going to go around de-sieging stuff, but at the same time, I think it'd be good if we could win this siege. Attrition. Obviously, we have the artillery combat ability now as well, which is rather cute. Yeah, so I'm not sure actually winning this this province is going to be all that useful. Yeah, so you're now disappearing back up north, so I don't know whether that's classed as in the fort zone of control or not. One way to find out, I suppose. Could do with getting the cannons back up to scratch there. Denmark is being utterly ravaged. Which, you know, it's fine, but you know, I'd like Denmark to be a good ally, but hey, won the siege of Stockholm. Right, so in this particular scenario then, we're going to be able to probably peace out Sweden. 56% of the war score. So let's go ahead and grab war reparations. I want all your money at 435 ducats. You might as well keep all the alliances, and yeah, there's really nothing else to do there, I don't think. Maybe give up some claims. You know, yeah, let's get them to give up claims in Denmark as well. Let's get them to do that. Because that way they have no way of just jumping on Denmark super quick here. Right, so Scotland wants peace now, but that's fine. So we should have 100% war score with Scotland by the time we finish this war. Right, so stand there, maybe do a bit of looting. In fact, we could loot at the end of this month here. Lovely. Haha. Occupy this province, and we should be good to go with that peace deal, I reckon. There we go. Right. I reckon that peace deal is acceptable. It is. Fantastic. We'll send that demand to Sweden. There we go. Thank you very much for all that wonderful cash. So we can spend that on some cool stuff. Probably some workshops, but also I think we'll spend it on increasing our navy and that sort of jazz. Right, so with that then, I'm quite happy to go ahead and... Actually, no, let's go ahead and upgrade our lights. We can bring the heavies home as well. We'll upgrade the lights. Right, so let's spend 299 ducats on a full upgrade there. Lovely. So we have 100% war score now, so we're going to be separate piecing out Scotland here. Just waiting to start the movement of troops out of here. There we go. Right. So let's start that. Right. Now we can sue for peace. We're going to grab all of their money, but we can also nick a couple of extra bits and bobs here. So Aberdeen we could also grab. So splits the nation up. Also releases the Isles. We're going to be looking to vassalize the Isles. Let's get a 100% war score here. You can revoke that core as well. Brittany is happy because we're taking provinces from rival. This is going to send our power projection through the roof. Send demand. Smash. There we go. Good. Okay. We have enough to core all this stuff as well, which is rather rather cool. So let's increase some autonomy. Otherwise we are subject to quite a lot of rebels. I think we only took 4 provinces, that's fine. We piled up enough admin to be able to core as well, which is really nice. And so question, yes, we can offer a vassalization to the Isles with probably minimum trouble, because we already got the released in peace modifier, which is so big. Right, so let's bring our troops home and stuff. We should probably just be able to get a royal marriage. And then beyond that, we should probably be able to offer vassalization immediately here, which will be rather nice. So let's go ahead, royal marriage there. Yep, there we go, lovely. So we could offer vassalization. And we should be good to go. 2nd of November. There we go. Reformer seeks refuge in Savoy. Savoy's opinion of Wales changed and lose 5 prestige. Well, that's disgusting. Okay. Right, so vassalized the Isles. So they're going to be improving relations with us. And there we go. English separatists in Scotland. That's quite hilarious. That being said, they may decide to come over here and... yeah, they may actually come over here and start to attack. Okay, Karoo changed to tropical wood. That is. Right. We're going to move to a position that is close here. Let's move to somewhere like this, because they will likely move from there, which could be quite annoying. So, 197 is our current profit. We could grab the yearly inflation guy once again. That's going to be alright. We are spending a little bit of money on some reinforcements, but that's fine. And let's just improve some relations over here in France. Let's bring home the guy from Castile. Right. Yeah, so they are indeed attacking us here. Let's do this. That's going to be fine, and we can build some buildings and the such. So let's go ahead. We could just build 3 workshops, which is obviously complete that mission. There we go. Let's do that. Let's complete the mission. Oh, a bit of attrition there as well, so that's going to enable my troops to go in there rather handily. And then the next upgrade I'm going to do, the next batch of money I'm going to spend is going to be on these guys over here. I'm going to upgrade the transports. Good, okay, come straight back down to London. You might as well stay there. How much is it going to be to upgrade these guys? 128, okay. Let's move these guys down to somewhere like Dorset or Hampshire. There we go, fab. Right. Liège, administrative monarchy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so from here, hey, stability cost dropped. So we have a new king in charge. He's 19, so he should last quite a while. And obviously, we're now at risk of being in a junior partner in a union here. So should that guy die, we won't be in a spot of bother. So hopefully we get an heir at some point. Let's go ahead and put a leader in down here, because we never know. Uprisings and all sorts. So we've lost probably most of our royal marriages here. So let's go ahead and get these back. We also need to increase our stability. Yeah, the overextension is causing a few problems, but we do need to get up to 0 stability again, so that's quite important. So we'll go ahead and do that. Right, did we lose any of our royal marriages? We lost all of them. Okay, so let's go get this one. There we go. The Isles over here. We should get royal marriage. We could designate them to be a march, but I think I'm quite interested in just annexing them outright at some point. Oh, what happened with the peace between Ottomans? Oh, Lithuania will cede a whole pile of land to the Ottomans. I'm quite keen to go and have a look at that in a second. But let's get the royal marriage over here back first. Okay, sure, right. So let's go. Ooh, kebab. That's quite an interesting look. Rather interesting. Okay. Who declared independence? Arawak declared independence from Granada. The succession. Okay, so capital idea. A 565 of Irish heritage becomes a new heir, or gain legitimacy. I think. Whoa, 565. I think I'll take that rather cutely. I think. Fantastic. Look at this though, Wales. Hang on a minute. Adobe's just decided to do an update. Okay. So obviously we get better opinion. We get the this event that comes through here. So Welsh provinces will receive unrest, but we also get the master recruiter who's cheaper. So we'll pick him up. That'll be rather cute. And we'll end this episode right here. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is myself, Matthew Smarto. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series. And join me next time for EU4. And I'll play through here as Wales. See you later, guys.